Hey everyone. So you're in a complicated relationship, eh? You're confused. You're not sure what you really mean to this person. Maybe this person has been in a relationship where they're married and they keep telling you they want to be with you, but they need to wait for XYZ reason until they can exit the marriage. Maybe it's complicated because they say they've been very hurt and abused and they're very traumatized and they just really need to go slow. Meanwhile, they're leaving you home alone a lot to think and to wonder what's going on, but then you learn that they're out with somebody else. Or maybe it's complicated because he says he wants you, 100% wants you, but it's his behaviors aren't matching his words. I'm Kristen Brown. I'm a relationship healing and self-worth recovery, spiritual and empowerment life coach, author, and mentor. I'm also the host of the Sweet Empowerment podcast, Reclaiming Your Personal Power. And today I want to talk to you guys about it's complicated. I got one response to that. No, it's not. When a man is into you, he's into you. He wants to be with you, and he's going to make that happen. Men are innately and by nature hunters. They want to hunt out what they want. They want to work for it. And once they know and they have their eye on it, they're going to do what it takes to get you. If you're in a relationship that is complicated, the problem is that you are putting up with something that your sweet and dear heart should not be putting up with. And there's a reason why you're staying. And the reason why you're staying is because you're desperate. You're needy. You want somebody to love you. You want to be with somebody. You want to matter. You like the feeling of being in a committed relationship. It feels secure. But meanwhile, you're floundering around in this 1 foot in, 1 foot out relationship. It's confusing as hell. You're hurting. You're in pain. You're lonely. You're confused. And you're patiently waiting for something to change. Because if you really are honest with yourself, you think this person is the last chance. I'm here to tell you, number one, if a man wants to be with you, he's going to make that happen. Number two, he is not the last chance. There are so many beautiful, amazing, stellar, available men. Who wants to be with somebody who is unsure about being with you? Relationships can be difficult. There's a lot of learning that happens. There's a lot of effort that needs to be put forth into relationships. Why on earth do you want to be with someone who's half in, who's not sure, who's emotionally unavailable, who's making you wait, or worse, doesn't care that you're waiting, doesn't care that you're sitting over there vying for them, in pain, wanting to be with them. And meanwhile, you see them kind of moving on with their life and doing things and having fun. And you're like, why am I over here waiting for you when you're doing that? And then they feed you a pack of lies and bullshit. And you buy it because you just want them so badly, because you're needy and you're desperate. By the way, neediness and desperation can masquerade as love. I'm not saying you don't love them, but the intensity that you feel could be neediness and desperation masqueraded. It feels way more intense. Love is calm. Love is quiet. Love is pure. Love is freedom. Love does not feel like a hamster on a wheel. It is not frenetic like a greyhound getting ready to run a race. It's peaceful. What I think you're feeling is the nerves and the anxiety attached to a person that is not committed to you. I know this probably isn't the most fun video for you to ever listen to, but I care about you. And this is why I do the work I do, because I was you. I remember being in It's Complicated. I didn't like it. I figured out how to not ever be in It's Complicated. And you can figure this out too. The number one way to do that is to know your worth, sister or brother. Know your freaking worth. There's not a person on this planet that is you. You are unique and amazing and valuable. And if someone is treating you any way other than that, it's time to cut your losses and move on. If that person is not available, you go be free and available, because you are. While they work that out, it's not your job. And then you think, oh, but I want to be there for them so they see how valuable I am. That's not demonstrating your value, sister or brother. That's demonstrating doormathood. I'm going to sit here while you shit all over me. No matter what kind of whatever they're feeding you, you are being shit on. I'm going to sit here while you do this. That's not proving your worth. Saying I matter, I'm amazing, and I deserve more than this. And I'm going to go live my life until you figure your ish out. That's speaking value. And there's no better way to get your person to step up, if they're going to, than to demonstrate your value. Now, that doesn't mean that you go use that as a manipulation strategy, because that'll fall short. Because manipulation strategies are just strategies. They're not rooted in self-love. They're just something that'll get us short-term gratification. Okay, guys, I know sometimes the truth is hard to take. It is. But if you open your heart, this is the cool bit. If you open your heart, it's really not hard to take. It's only the ego that's fighting the truth. The ego doesn't want that to be true. But the heart goes, oh yeah, that. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Stop fighting yourself. Get into your heart center. Know who you are and know what you're worth. It's not complicated. I promise. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you got a lot out of this today, and I would love to hear your comments below. I know people need a lot of support during these particular times in their life. Don't be ashamed. We all go through this kind of stuff. It's part of the spiritual journey. It's part of the path. It's part of healing. It's part of being a spirit in a human body. Okay, guys, subscribe, ring the bell, and leave me a comment. Much love, everybody.